Welcome to Rockin' Inc. MC live from New York. It's great to be back in the studio, and if anyone got to see my show last week, I was out there on the road with Mickey James in his studio. We had a good Halloween show there, and you must be wondering why I'm like this. I got a gun and everything. There's a lot of crazy shit going on in New York. You know, I gotta protect myself here. It's getting crazy out there. You know, people chopping heads off. It's just jumping in front of trains. You know, it's getting crazy out there. But I had a great weekend. It was a holiday weekend. It was Halloween. I hope everybody had a good time. No one got hurt. You know, you got to be careful out there. The kids are running in the street. You know, like I have a daughter. She just started driving. I was like, you got to be careful out there. There's kids running all over the place. You got to be extra sharp on the road. You know, so hope everyone had a good holiday there and had a great time. I had a great time. I did my usual. Friday night, I always jump around. Friday night, I went to Savino's Halloween party there. Then I went to my favorite place, the Arden. I went there. New Life Crisis. I had a great time there. Saturday, my friend Lorraine, she had a 50th birthday, and it's crazy, right? 50th birthday. I have friends that are 50, 60. People don't get married no more. My friends, they don't get married, have kids. They all die now. We die. We have 50th birthday, 60th birthday, we die, right? We're getting older. But had a great time at the party. After that, I went to my friend Joni Vettis. They have a crazy Halloween party. I mean, it's sick. I wish I would have took pictures, but I always leave my phone out of the way, you know, because I'll lose it in this place. It's so crazy. But I had a great time at Joni Vettis. And we got a lot of good stuff. I'm back to the usual format of the show. As you see, I have Mr. Tommy Hellbent here on guitar tonight. Let's say hello to Tommy for a second there. You got Tommy in the picture there? There he goes. Mr. Hellbent, man. Mr. Long Island. If you don't know Tommy, you're going to know tonight. Also, I got my model spotlight back. I have Diankova. Like I said, I got all these crazy names, and she's from Bulgaria, you know, so these people, they give me these crazy names. But also I have my music video from Reverb Nation, and I have Khaos, and they're a Swiss American band, so they're from America and they're Swedish also, and they're from the Swiss side, so we're going to get to them later on. But I have a lot of stuff to get to. I want to tell you what's going on. We got guns, we got knives, we got everything going on tonight. But tonight I have Michael Zinn with me, and Michael is he's a little of everything. He's a photographer. He does some other media, some video. He's actually a business owner now. I think that's what you would say. He's a business owner. But let's get to Michael over here. He's sitting here on the couch, and he's got a lot of nice things around him. But we'll get to all of that later on. But so how's it going?
It's going great. It's another new year. You know, I've been enjoying every year. Has been getting better and better, and I'm looking forward to 2015.
It's good. So people that really don't know about you, you know, I know that you're out there and, you know, you do a lot of work and you're taking a lot of great pictures, and a lot of people see that. You're doing a lot of other type of artsy work, and you do other stuff, and we'll talk about all that. But in your career, like, when did you know, when you were younger, that you were creative? You know, because that's something you got to like build yourself into. So
yeah, you know, that's interesting. I just kind of, it's only been recently that I've kind of accepted myself as an artist, because creativity is what I'm all about. Ever since I was a kid, I mean, I had Super 8 film and little Instamatic 110 cameras, and I look back at some of the stuff and I'm like, wow, I was always trying to do something different with whatever equipment came my way. And then eventually I got into playing music, and I went to art school, so doing ceramics, and you know, just anything that came my way became another creative outlet for me, you know. So creativity is just the way I roll, I guess.
It takes a lot to say when you have a talent, when you're going to take that talent and utilize it to make a living, right? That's hard, because like if you're a musician, which everyone I know, we're all musicians, and not many of us make a living playing, right? It's tough. So you have a lot of different talents. You did some camera work, you were a cameraman, right? So like in a studio set, did you do it like that in a studio setting?
You know what, it's interesting, again, another interesting thing, just as if I look back on my life and the different things I did, I was actually on a show, I don't know if you remember it, called LT1, which was a public access cable show with, they would have bands on, and it was, you know, back in the day, and you know, I was a cameraman, just, you know, operating one of the cameras. So anything that kind of came my way that involved me being creative or being a part of the production end of it, you know, I just kind of got into. This year, in the past couple of years, actually, I found myself doing a lot of independent film, feature films and music videos, and I got to work with Dee Snider and actually the whole Snider family, which is an amazing thing because they're all creative. Cody Snider is a filmmaker. Shane is a performer. He does puppet shows and all these things. So I got to work with them, and they're such a great inspirational family because everybody is just doing what they believe in. They're just pursuing their dreams. They're just, creating.
Yeah, they're really talented. They do a lot, and I'm Dee's into that horror type of thing, the dressing up and the makeup and all that. He's into all that theatrical stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's where you can pick up a lot of that. And actually, you said, how is your musician side? Where does that come and fit in all this?
I think when I was 18, my dad asked me what I wanted, and I told him I wanted a guitar, and he bought me an acoustic guitar. And like a songbook, and I was like, no.
I don't want to be Bob Dylan.
This isn't what I was picturing in my head. So we got an electric guitar, and I just kind of, I'm kind of a self-taught guy in a lot of the disciplines that I do. I just like to pick up that equipment and see what it can do, and see how it feels and how it reacts to me, whether it's a guitar or a camera or whatever it is. That's pretty much what I do. So I started playing guitar when I was around 18, and all my friends play guitar. So one of my friends said, hey, you know what, I have a bass, and if you play bass and I play guitar, we could jam together. So that kind of opened up another avenue of creativity. Any musician will tell you, playing in your room by yourself is one thing, it fulfills you in one certain way, but then when you actually jam or play with another musician, it's a whole different experience. It brings it to another level. It's like a conversation, that you have with that person, or a dance. It's just, there's nothing like it. You know what I mean? Creativity, that's a big thing for me too, is collaboration. I'm not like a one-man show. I don't like to just create in my room by myself. The stuff that I've created here, I couldn't do it without the people that are involved.
Yeah.
So again, in a band, it's like, your bandmates are like, it's like a relationship, it's not always easy, but, you're always dancing and creating this conversation, and it's just really rewarding to me. It's just been,
Yeah, and it's a lot of work. Nothing is easy. When you got to put all your effort into it, it's not easy at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
At all. So then, at what age did you really start doing your photography and saying, I'm gonna make a living doing this?
Well, I went to art school. I went to University of Hartford Art School, and I did a lot of photography there. Making a living, it's still kind of questionable. I do a lot of different things. So when it comes to doing photography professionally, I'll shoot with bands. They're, promotional material. I'll shoot events, occasionally for people. Those kinds of things. It's piecemeal. Things like the calendar and the Women of Armageddon, which we're going to talk about, that's a much different thing, and that's kind of making a living in a more spiritual way, I think. It's something that I'm doing for myself to fulfill myself in a certain way, and along the way, it has created so many doors and so many opportunities for me. I've met so many amazing people, and I think that's really when kind of doing what I do creatively came into, okay, now I can make some money on it, and getting hired to do videos for bands, and whatever it might be. Mickey James is a good friend of both of us, and I've been working with him on his project for a couple of years, and it's great to see that kind of finally coming to fruition as well.
Yeah, and he's a really creative guy too, because
Yeah,
he's not
absolutely.
just a straight up musician type of thing. That guy's got a whole production thing going on.
Yeah, his vision, when he told me the vision, I thought it was great, and to watch him kind of build it up and believe in it, that's the inspiration that I draw from. People, anybody who's not sitting on the couch and doing something to pursue their dreams, they have won my respect at that point. And you can suck, you can be pursuing your dream and really suck at it, but you still have my respect if you're doing it and if you believe in yourself. There's actually something to be said for that. A lot of people just kind of expect things to happen. A lot of musicians. I know a lot of musicians that are super talented, and they think, "Hey, I'm talented. It'll happen." Well, you know what? Shit happens. That saying, "Shit happens." shit doesn't happen. You know,
You have to make
you
it
have to make
happen.
it happen. Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, am I allowed to curse? I'm sorry.
No, you are.
Oh, okay.
You can curse, you
No,
can
no, no.
dance, you can strip, whatever
Awesome.
you like, man.
All right.
This is online, you know, we can do whatever
Dance.
we want.
Cool.
No, but that's what it's really all about, you know.
Yeah.
I'm involved in a lot of things myself, and I got involved in doing the show, and it was just a spur of the moment, you know. I actually was on one of the shows, interviewed, and 2 months later, I'm doing my own thing.
And that's how it
this
happens.
is keep me busy,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and things are happening, you know.
Yeah.
I'm meeting a lot of great people, I'm having fun doing it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, but
Yeah, absolutely.
it's all good, you know. And what I like about this is I like bringing people like yourself and people in that are trying to get somewhere. I want to help people get there with myself, you know. I
That's
don't want
great.
just anyone. I want to help people that need help too, you know.
Perfect. That's great.
You know, one day you might be like, you know, you got there and I got there and we got there together, you know. And that's what
Absolutely.
it's all about, you know.
Absolutely.
You know, the road, it comes to a bottleneck somewhere, you know. You got to get to that road somewhere, you know.
Sure.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get out to a commercial. We're going to go to Tommy Hellbent. He's going to take us out to another commercial. We'll be back with Michael Zinn.
Think about it, 20 years, how many?
We're back, Rockin' Inc. Tommy Hellbent, we're back with Michael. And before we get started, I want to talk a little about, I have this event here. We're doing a Rockin' Inc. Madhouse event at Revolutions, December 7th. It's a Sunday, starts at 5 o'clock. The premiere of Mickey James. We have Tang playing and have a special guest artist band coming in also. We're going to have some vendors there. We're going to have Ink Master people there. We're going to have a lot of things going on. We're going to have some contests. I'm also going to try to have my Rockin' Inc., you know, crown Mrs. Rockin' Inc., because I want to get a girl in here to be a co-host with me once in a while. So we're going to try to do that at the show also. So that's the flyer there. So we're going to have tickets starting next week in advance, $12 in advance, $15 at the door. So get your tickets because we have a lot of people involved in this, and I'm hoping we're going to sell it out. So it's going to be a great night. But anyway, we're back with Michael, and let's get to where we really want to go. So Michael is involved in a lot of stuff, and he's been doing this Armageddon calendar since 2012. And this is going to be your fourth
This is going to be the fourth one. Yeah.
Fourth one.
Yeah.
So he's here with all his beautiful ladies. We have Danielle, we have Judy, we have Christina, Mandy, and Melissa. Did I forget anybody?
No.
Okay.
Nope, you got 'em.
Yeah. These are just some of the women of Armageddon, as you said, and yeah, the women of Armageddon is probably one of the best known things that has the most visibility on Long Island for me and people who might know it. And again, it came to me as an idea for a spoof of, in 2012, you know, everyone's like, the world's going to end. And I said, well, what's going to happen to Sports Illustrated calendar? So I kind of, in my head, I made this mashup of Mad Max and Sports Illustrated, Victoria's Secret kind of thing. And it was really, again, it was an idea for a one-off calendar. It was like a joke almost. But from day one, The first girls who came in, who were friends, and they worked at the haunted houses, the local haunted houses. They brought these crazy props that their boyfriends had built, and it was energy off the bat. There was just this amazing, organic, positive energy about the project that, again, from the minute the first person walked in the door, it has done nothing but grow with every single person who comes into the project. It became from a spoof almost of like the sexploitation posters of the 70s, Barbarella, and these other visuals I had in my head. It really became a symbol of women as strength and survival, and the women that would see the calendar would just love it, and they would be like, oh my God, I want to be in this, I want to be a part of this. It's not exploitative at all, it's very empowering. And again, from the minute it started, it kind of grew. And I guess there's a couple of milestones. When I did the first calendar and I got it printed and I held it in my hand, that to me was like, wow, my whole life people have been telling me you could do whatever you want, whatever you set your mind to. And I just didn't know what that meant until I set my mind to something and did it and had it in my hand.
Yeah.
And that was the first milestone. And then again, the response to the calendar was so great, people loved it, that we said, hey, this would make a great comic book. So we went to a Comic-Con to look for an illustrator. I ran into the guy that illustrated TV Guide for 20 years. He was blown away. He said, what is this? This is like from a movie. What is this? This is amazing. I love this. And he said, don't get an illustrator. Do this photographically. If you've seen the calendar, it's kind of an illustrated photographic style. And from there, it became its own world, almost like Star Wars or the Planet of the Apes, have this whole universe that it goes in. Mm-hmm. That's what the Women of Armageddon became. And man, I never expected that. It's just amazing to be a part of.
Yeah, it's a great thing. It's a great calendar, and I'm a big Mad Max fan. I mean, that movie was like the movie I loved as a kid.
Sure.
Like now I like The Matrix. That's like the newer type of thing.
Right.
But the calendar is great, and I see you have a lot of beautiful girls that you use, and you use different concepts, and you have your makeup artist involved in it too. So you have a lot of people behind the scenes, and between the guns and the gear and all of that stuff, it's great. And you also do a few other things. You have the Dirty Girls thing, right? Dirty Girls.
Yeah, Dirty Girls is another concept that I came up with, and again, it's kind of a play on words. It gets you interested with the title. You're like, ooh, Dirty Girls. What's this all about? But we've got one up here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but basically, it's I guess it's like old school pinup style, models. Mm-hmm. But the twist is that they're in a dirty environment. So you can see Irene there is in a garage, and she's fixing a motorcycle, and she's got grease all over her. And that's where the Dirty Girls comes in. So you look at it and you're like, oh, now I get it. But at that point, you're already engaged, and the imagery is just, the models that I work with, it just comes alive. Again, it's all about collaboration. The cool thing about that shot is I think that's one of the first times I ever thought of a shot in my head visually, and when I was done, I actually was looking at the picture that I had in my head. That was amazing. That was just,
That's great.
Yeah.
That's when you're doing what you need to do the right way.
Yeah, exactly, and that's exactly how I took it. I said, wow, this is a sign,
So what I want to get to right now is I put a collage together with all your different work, everything with some of your the covers, all the pictures, all the different things, the band shots, so people get an idea of some of your work. So it's a short little video thing. So we're going to go to the video right now, and then we're going to go to Tommy, and we're going to go to commercial, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to get back into this whole thing.
Sounds like a plan.
So let's get to the video of Michael, and we'll be back after all of this. Rockin' Inc. MC, Tommy Hellbent on the strings. We're back with Danielle, Judy, Christina, Mandy, Melissa, and Michael. So we're back, and let's talk about your whole group here and what you got behind you, and how do you function with all of this, and what they do for you and what you do for them.
Certainly. Well, actually, before I talk about the women I have here, I just want to mention that, again, for me, it's all about collaboration, and one of the biggest things is makeup in this project. So I have a few different makeup artists. I have one with me today, Georgia Bono, who is a master. She's from Rome, and man, she's just so amazing to work with, and everybody falls in love with her. But I just want to also mention the past makeup artists, just to honor them. The project was started with Janine Maloney, who was my girlfriend at the time, and we started this project together, and she really helped bring it to life, so I've got to give her some credit there. And then Allie Anton is another makeup artist who does all of the Chamber of Horrors and all of the haunted house stuff on Long Island. And then Audrey Rose, who's a tattoo model, one of the Inked Angels. She also has helped out with the calendar and has actually been in the calendar as well. So those people are super important to me. But as well, I have the lovely Women of Armageddon. And the Women of Armageddon have always been women who kind of have something going on. They're doing something with them. They're alive. They're also achieving their dreams. So I guess I'll start with I have Danielle Cooley.
Hi there.
She is a business owner. She owns a place called Fountain. I don't know if you want to talk about it.
I'm a partner on one of the locations of a company called Fountain. It's a detox center. It's an alkaline education center. Although we look like we're kind of rough and stuff, you gotta detox. It's important. But no, it's all about amazing energy and living your best life, and really taking care of yourself from the inside out, and eating right, and knowing what to do. And that bottled water was kind of killing me before that you were drinking, but I'll let it go. But yeah, no, I'm a partner on the Huntington location right on Long Island, and it's been an amazing experience. And I can't really say much until I introduce Judy to you guys. And Judy being the producer and helping Michael out with this, she's become a dear friend, and it's like family. And I'm really a very normal person. This is my alter ego, Daniela. But Judy comes up to me and she says, "You're a strong, kick-ass woman. Why don't you be in my calendar?" I'm like, "What?" And then this happens, and it was one of the most exhilarating, empowering moments of my life. So I just want to thank Judy. I want to thank Michael for making this come to life. But I'm a mom. I'm, as I mentioned, the partner of this amazing company in that one location, and this has just been really amazing. And just what you said before, your goal was to have this showcase and focus on strong women, and I'm so proud to be part of this. There wasn't one part of it that was like uncomfortable and like we were showing our bodies off or anything like that. It really was, these are some rock solid, awesome women who want to I want every woman to pick up this calendar, look at it, and be like, I want to do that. Rock on. Like, go put on some sexy clothes and take a picture of yourself and show all your friends. It's been a ride. It's been a ride, to say the least. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen in the future. Judy knows whatever she needs to call upon, and we'll be there. But it's been awesome.
Cool. And of course, you've been talking about Judy.
Judy, let's hear something, Judy.
Judy San Roman. Go ahead. Talk about what you got going on.
Well, I met Michael on the set of Junkie Heaven. His friend Steve Sage was directing that film, and I played a strung-out junkie. And he's like, "Hey, I can shoot you if you want. I'm a photographer." And I was like, "Okay, I'm in." And since then, we've been friends, and he's a brother from a different mother. I adore him, and we've been collaborating on a lot of projects. Mm-hmm. He asked me to be part of the calendar, and I saw what a great job he was doing, and he has so many other adventures he's working on, so I was excited to help produce this calendar. So we did 2015, the Women of Armageddon, so I got to help him pick the women, and we also said, let's do the Men of Armageddon, because these women needed they're men too. So we did both calendars. We shot it in August, and it kind of resurrected me from where I was. I was in corporate America for 15 years. And I'm finally like living what I really want to do. It's like I don't want to grow up. Like we spent the summer on the beach shooting this calendar. Everybody's at the beach, you know, with their family and kids, and we're at the beach dressed in Armageddon gear and just loving life. Like, I mean, I can't even tell you how awesome it was to dress him up and just see the vision. Michael can turn a tomato and just make like something so special come out of this tomato that he shoots. So everybody, whatever his subject is, it just blows me away, his vision, because he just doesn't take a picture. He does it with love, and he puts a lot of thought and placing. And then besides, I mean, the pictures, he's a creative in so many different ways.
Yeah.
We're working on, he's a director for our film, In Sickness, so he's helping with that, and just amazing. Super humble, I'm the opposite, he's super humble, and just amazing energy. I love him, his girlfriend, and I've met so many of the previous Armageddon women now that they've become friends of mine also, and I think the family this year that we have together, like the new people for 2015, so I think it's just a growing, we're always on Facebook and writing Armageddon family, and like, you just mentioned Danielle with our, if we're working on a project, I call Melissa, I'm like, I need you here, she's a model and an actress and same thing, so we've all been helping each other with our own ventures, so it's been fantastic ride, and I can't thank him enough for bringing me on this, because I never, even with tattoos, like I don't have any, I think I'm probably the only one, right? But I have to say, like I didn't know, maybe, like don't judge a book, with this cover, and I'm like, might have been like, but I met Christina. I mean, the girl is beautiful inside out, and brains and beauty, and that's what this calendar is all about. It's empowering women. Danielle, the business owner, models, actress, hip hop artist, a law student. I mean, like, so diverse, this calendar. And some of these girls are under 25, and some of us are way over 25. And
Don't tell anybody.
And Michael really just, like, it just makes you feel so special. And for myself in particular, I'm a 10-year breast cancer survivor.
Oh.
So thank you. So to be thinking I'm like in a calendar, a year ago I would have never thought I'd be like in a calendar. And what Danielle said, it just makes you come out of your shell and really feel confident and just embrace life. And you're not doing it for a guy, you're doing it for yourself, so that's what makes you feel just special.
Yeah, it's great. And what we're going to do now is we'll get back with Christina and the rest of the girls, but we're going to go to my model spotlight, and we'll come back with everybody, and we'll keep going here. But back with my model spotlight, Diankova, and she's from Bulgaria, and I haven't had a model spotlight. I had one last week, but it's been weeks since I haven't had one. I have a lot of girls waiting to be on. I have a lot of great, good-looking girls coming on. But let's go to Des, and we'll be back after the commercial.
Welcome to Rockin' Inc. My name is Des, and I'm a tattoo model from Bulgaria, currently staying in South Africa. If you're not familiar with my work, you can find me on facebook.com, Des Diankova.
Back, Rockin' Inc. MC, Tommy Hellbent, added some background stuff in there to help him out there, like we had a whole band in here. Great job. All right, so we're back with all the girls, Danielle, Judy, Christina, Mindy, Melissa, and Michael, and myself here. And let's continue with Christina and see what she has to say about herself. Let us know what you got going on.
Well, I'm actually a manager at the store Fountain with Danielle, so we work together. I've known her for years. So what we do is great. We're changing lives on a daily basis. We're helping people every single day become a better person and see that they are beautiful. You know, that's the biggest part about just having a helping hand. That's why we love it, you know, and being here with Michael, he's an amazing person, photographer, and a friend as well. So it's great working with him. This whole experience has been incredible. I mean, I could walk around like this every day. I would love to. I can't wait till that happens.
I think everybody wants you to walk
think
around like
everybody
that.
I would love to. I mean, if there's a career where I can do this every day, please sign me up. So, but yeah, I'm also a hairstylist as well. I'm a very hard worker. You know, I work almost every day. So I love just helping people, being a part of opening up minds and hearts and just having a helping hand. And just making friends with everyone here has been a great, great experience. It's been a lot of fun. So I really recommend anyone who wants to be in this calendar should definitely do it. It's a great time.
Modeling.
I'm also a tattoo model for tailsofthetat.com. It's a clothing line.
That's
And
Shane.
Shane's my boy. I
Actually,
love
he'll be
him.
on with me again in a few more weeks.
Really?
Yeah, I had him once
Awesome.
before. We have a few things we do together also.
He's a great guy.
Yes.
He's very awesome to work with. We just did a photo shoot about a week ago as well. So I'll be doing the biker event with him. I don't know if you're going to be there.
I don't know yet.
You should be there. So I'm also a model for him as well. So just
great.
keep him busy.
Yeah. Let's go to Melissa.
Hey everybody. I just want to say thank you to Michael. He's allowed me to be in 2 Women of Armageddon's the calendars,
Wow.
the Centerfold in 2014, and the new 2015 is coming out soon. He's been working really hard on it. Him and Judy now has been a part of it. It's really awesome. You know, this is always something I've always wanted to do when I was a little girl. I used to go into anywhere, 7-Eleven, see magazines. I'm like, I want to be that girl. And I want to thank Michael for allowing that to be, you know, my life now. I mean, it's been a little over a year now that we've known each other. The first shot that I did was actually Women of Armageddon, and I was so honored to be in it. I get to meet so many people of, you know, doing this. I've been in now 4 independent films now, and thank you to Judy. She's working on one now, actually. It's been so great. You know, everyone's really been a part of my family. You know, it's Michael, I love you. Thank you so much, you know, for making this dream come true, you know. Yeah, it's really been something. You know, my family's been very supportive, everyone. I got the opportunity to see the first calendar at Tattoo Lou's convention last year. I picked up the calendar, I was like, you know what, hey, let me go on his website, see if, you know, what kind of, you know, models he picks. And you know what was important, it's, you don't have to be a size 0. You know, you don't have to be 100 pounds soaking wet, you know, modeling. You know, it's just, everyone has, you know, all women have something that, you know, oh, I don't like this, I don't like this, and that's not what's important. It's that you feel good enough to be, you know, beautiful, you know, and that's, you know, it's really important, you know, and everyone, you know, it's not an age restriction, it's not a weight restriction, you know, it's anyone, you know.
Exactly.
Makes you feel beautiful.
Yeah,
when you're
exactly,
shooting.
exactly.
Exactly, yeah, and you all have done a great job. I've seen all the pictures in the past models, and Michael's done an amazing job. But it just brings, you know, that out in the dirty woods feeling, and it makes it look great, you know.
That's where we are.
Just beautiful, you know, it's a whole
You
great
know,
thing.
that actually brings up a good point, and that is that almost, and it was one of the Men of Armageddon. Judy mentioned that we shot the Men of Armageddon as well this year, because that was always the question, hey, where's the Men of Armageddon? But really, it's almost like there is a person of Armageddon inside everybody. You know, the person that's going to survive through the hardship, that's just going to, whatever happens, if it all ends, you're still going, you're still surviving. And it was Usman who said that, you know, that there's a man of Armageddon in every man, there's a woman of Armageddon in every woman. And to me, that's like, oh man, I'm going to cry. That's crazy to think that I came up with this concept and it just became so significant. you know, in these crazy times.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
And I hate to interrupt, and what we're doing is also significant with the charities that are involved. We have Susan G. Coleman for the Women of Armageddon, and Autism Speaks for the Men of Armageddon.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
always trying to pay it forward, and you can find Michael with the Women of Armageddon on Facebook, so definitely,
And what I want to bring up on the screen is Michael's social media. So everyone can see he has a lot of different websites. So he has social media. He has like 6 or 7 different websites. So I want to get it up on the screen so he has it up there so people could, because we just blurred it out. So there it is up on the screen. I would like to thank Michael and all the beautiful women here being here. And I have Tommy Hellbent here. Tommy has his Facebook. Is it Tommy Hellbent?
It's / Tommy Hellbent 1.
/ Tommy Hellbent 1. And Tommy's got a lot of projects he's recording right now, right?
Yes, I'm working on my solo stuff currently.
Okay, he's working on his solo stuff.
Trying to complete that. I'm playing all the instruments and writing all the music myself. So
And Tommy's also a teacher. If someone wants to learn how to play guitar, he's a guitar teacher also.
Indeed.
And I just want to thank everybody. I have to move forward. I have my music video, Reverb Nation music video coming up right now. And I have Khaos. And Khaos, they're an American Swiss band. And they have a great rock and roll sound. I find a lot of great talent on Reverb Nation. That's why I went to Reverb Nation. Have a lot of great talent there. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to Tommy, give him his 30 seconds out here, and then we're going to go to music video, and I'll see you guys next week. And next week, don't forget to be around because I have a great model actress. She's with TLC. She's a tattoo artist. She's been all over the place. She's on Spike and she's on TLC on the Food Network. So let's go to Tommy Hellbent, and I'll see you guys next week.
Hi and welcome to Rock and Ink MC. We're Khaos and we would like to thank Reverb Nation for the opportunity to be featured on Rock and Ink MC's video spotlight. This is the video for our song After the Silence. Check it out.
Born against the tide, in earth we do confide. We see no signs of saviors, imprisoned here and all we know, locked inside the shadow play. That's us today. Dreams of sky but clouded by, waking up on battle lines. Heaven's more than just a breath away. my show. I wanna be abused by you. My body's like an undertow. You're drowning everything in me. The way she moves, the way she knows everything I need.